Hey there, welcome in. It's Heather with Heather's Healing, and I'm here to get a message for the upcoming week. We're going to do pick a pile. So this is going to be pile 1, the Mermaid Tarot, and this will be pile 2. I have no idea what the name of this deck is. Oh, it's the Colorful Dreams Tarot. That will be pile 2. So go ahead and pick your pile. This is going to be a reading for February 23rd through March 1st, 2026. Hey pile 1, welcome in. All right, let's go ahead and get a message for February 23rd through March 1st, 2026 for pile 1. Welcome in, you guys, and thanks for being here. Okay, so main theme, overall energy this week for pile 1. Let's see what comes up. We got the Knight of Cups. Nice. I like that energy. Your energy, the energy you're bringing in. What should you focus on? What does Spirit want you to know? What should you avoid or leave behind this week? Final advice and guidance. And then I'll also pull an oracle card at the end. So overall energy or themes of this week for you guys, you have the Knight of Cups. I really like this energy. It's very Pisces. Dreamy, romantic, getting lost in your daydreams. A very creative week for some of you. It's a really nice, soft energy. It does feel like you guys might be a little ungrounded. It could be hard to stay focused. That's okay, because you're bringing in the energy of the Queen of Wands. So I feel like you can navigate the dreaminess of this week fairly well. I do really like this energy of the Knight of Cups. The energy that you guys are bringing in, the Queen of Wands. So even though you might be feeling a little ungrounded or lost in your imagination, you are very focused, you're ready to take action, you are very charismatic, people are going to be drawn to you. It's a really nice energy to bring into this week. Nice fiery energy. Focus on. What should you focus on? Wow, quite the contrast. So we've got the Death card. So there's going to be a lot of focus this week on transformation, change, letting go of old ways of being. For some of you, this could be fairly substantial changes. For some of you, this might be minor change, but it's navigating change this week. There's a big focus here on change and transformation. And I will say also being in service to others would be a nice way of navigating some of this change, especially if you're having kind of a hard time. What do your guides want you to know? We've got the Three of Wands. I like this energy though, I do. Fiery energy. You are planning for your next adventure, or Spirit would like you to plan for your next adventure. This is about welcoming in expansion, welcoming in growth, looking at maybe the areas of life where you've been really stuck and now the universe is making changes for you on your behalf, whether you like it or not. And these changes are coming in so that you can grow, so you can expand. The Three of Wands can also talk about travel. So for some of you, maybe your guides would like you to plan a vacation, plan some travel time. This is also getting together with others, collaborating, teamwork. So if you are, doing a service project or something, it's a really nice energy here. I like that we have some fire energy coming in, mixing with the water energy of Pisces. We are in Pisces season now, but we're also officially in the year of the fire horse. So we have a lot of fiery energy coming in. What should you avoid or watch out for? Two of Wands, what I'm feeling from this is complacency, don't be complacent. If you are getting the inspiration to do something, to make a change, do it. I would avoid procrastination this week. And I also feel the Two of Wands can talk about waiting for results. You can see that this merman is waiting for this volcano to possibly erupt. So you might need some patience here while you're waiting for, the plan to unfold or things to come together. Patience. The pink is really standing out to me. That feels like being patient with loved ones. I feel like that's a message for caregivers out there. So any of you that are caring for others, be very patient and ask for help. Maybe you need a break. Maybe you're at your wit's end with something. Don't be afraid to ask for help. I'm also being drawn back to this Knight of Cups. So for some of you, if you have a dream that you want to bring into reality, a project, something that you've been working on, again, don't be afraid to ask for help or ask, for brainstorming ideas from others. That feels important for some of you. Strength, next step, advice on this week, strength. And again, there's also a focus of service here. I mean, she's helping get the net off of this well. The strength, this is your willpower. This is your, oh, hey, I've got a cat coming to crash this reading. Hold on one moment. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so we have the Strength card. This is the advice and guidance here. And this energy here does feel kind of tedious. So again, patience, willpower, sticking to your plan, not deviating from your plan. It's good to be flexible, but I am feeling with you guys, it's important to stick with your plan, stick with the task. Again, avoid procrastinating this week. There is an energy here that I feel is a little challenging. And I think that's coming from having really dreamy, creative type of energy this week. You guys coming in, feeling very bold, confident, you're ready to take action. But then it feels like the other energies of this week are really asking for, patience, to move slowly, there's some tediness here, like some tedious tasks. So I feel like your patience this week is really going to be challenged. So just keep that in mind. Again, don't procrastinate. Ask for help if you need it. Make some time this week to be creative, to do something fun, to engage in your creativity. I think that would be a really good way to balance the energy this week. And let's go ahead and pull a final card from the Guides of the Hidden Realms Oracle by Colette Baron-Reid. I think this deck is really creepy, but it really was calling to me. So, final card for pile number 1. And I really hope you all have a wonderful week this week. Final message here for pile number 1. What do we have? I love the colors here. Self-expression, protection, authentic self, the masks we wear. Card number 33. Yeah, the protection of your energy, I think, is going to be really important this week, especially if you're feeling, you don't have a lot of patience, but also self-expression, going back to that, making time for creativity. I think that's really important too. I just want to look at some of the numbers here really quick before we go. See if anything's really standing out to me. Nothing's really standing out to me number-wise. All right, you guys, so pile one, I'm going to go ahead and leave it there. Wishing you a fantastic week. If you'd like to book a one-on-one reading, the links are below, and I will talk to you guys real soon. Hey, pile two, welcome in. Let's go ahead and get a message for this upcoming week, which is February 23rd through March 1st. Let's go ahead and get started, and thanks so much for being here. If you wouldn't mind subscribing and liking the video if you liked it, I would really appreciate it. All right, so overall energy this week, energy or theme this week for pile two. And I'm hearing make time for yourself. Schedule in some you time. What are we starting off with? Nice, we've got the Lovers here. Pile one had a similar energy, so really nice. So the card of the Lovers, partnership. This could also be observing different aspects of yourself, of your life. Relationships, connection with others feels really highlighted this week, and also the duality of relationships. It's not always a walk in the park. But I do like this energy here. It does feel really good. The yellow on this card is really standing out to me. It's important to stand in your power, be very authentic, find joy. You know, look for the happiness and joy in your life. And how can you bring happiness and joy to others? How can you lift somebody up this week? All right, so we're off to a good start here. What is the energy that you are bringing into the week? Pile two. What energy are you bringing into this week? Ooh, the Star. Nice. What should you focus on? What does Spirit want you to know? What should you avoid or leave behind? Final advice, guidance, and or next step. All right, so the energy that you guys are bringing in, I love this. You're bringing in the energy of the Star. So this is hope. This is hope. This is magic. This is looking for the goodness in life. You're bringing in positivity. You're bringing in really nice energy. There's also a energy here of dreaming of something more for yourself, dreaming of something bigger for yourself, and not just for yourself, but for everyone around you. This is also the card of Aquarius, so humanitarian efforts could be highlighted. This is a really nice energy. You guys are bringing in some really good energy this week. I like that. Thank you. The world needs that. Focus on what? Where should your focus be? We have Five of Wands. Finding ways to come together, very Aquarius, rather than fighting against each other, finding ways to work together as a team, finding a way, finding a win-win, you know, for everyone. There's a need to compromise this week. But, you know, sometimes the Five of Wands can be an energy of competition or wanting to win or, you know, fighting or chaos. I don't feel that here. I feel that there really is a genuine effort to come to an agreement, teamwork, building each other up. I like this energy. So that's going to be a big focus this week, is finding a way to come together so that things can work out for everyone. What does your spirit guides want you to know? Seven of Swords. Interesting. The Seven of Swords can be the card, like the Liar card, the Deceptive card. But it can also be doing something um, to benefit others in maybe like an unscrupulous kind of a way. I'm just seeing how I'm feeling about this card, the Seven of Swords. What I'm feeling from this card is don't let don't let the energy don't let the energy of others that are trying to maybe pull one over on you, or there's a stingy energy here. Don't let that energy bring you down or stop you from bringing in the good energy that you're bringing in. Don't allow one person to derail you this week. That's what I'm feeling from this. And it really does feel like one person or one type of energy that may be kind of dominant this week, and a possibility here of just someone really going out of their way to make you miserable because they see how happy you are, or they see the good that you're bringing, they see your light, the light that you are emitting, and they're really wanting to put a damper on that. Don't allow them that. Don't allow them to do that. What should you avoid, leave behind, be mindful of? We've got the Eight of Wands here. And what I'm feeling from this is avoid rushing into anything. Pile 1 had a similar message. There's definitely a need here. I'm hearing to be cautious. Avoid being impulsive or rushing into anything, but this also feels like don't rush through a project. I feel like if you're hurrying through something, there are steps that you might miss, and this feels like important steps. So don't take your time, especially if it's a project that you've invested a lot of your time and energy in. Don't throw it away at the end. Take your time this week. There's no need to rush. I also feel it's important to make time for yourself this week. It's always good to do that. I know sometimes that can be hard to do, but make a point to schedule some time for yourself, some downtime. Next step, advice and guidance. We've got the Ten of Swords. So there is an ending coming, an end of a chapter. If you have been feeling like things have been really hard, especially just the last couple of months, it feels like you're moving into an easier chapter, an easier time, and easier energies coming in. Even though I feel like it might be short-lived, I think this whole year is going to be fairly challenging, but there's a lot of good that's coming in with it. Just going to pull a clarifier on that Ten of Swords. What else do we need to know about the Ten of Swords? So we have a fair amount of fire energy here. We have air. We don't have a lot of water here. We don't have a lot of earth here. So a lot of action, thoughts, and ideas are happening this week. Clarifier on the Ten of Swords. What else do we need to know about this Ten of Swords? King of Cups. He's been coming up in a lot of readings lately. Yeah, this feels like a new, this ending that this next chapter coming in for you. It's bringing in greater depths. It's bringing in mastery over your emotions, your intuition, your ability to not tolerate bullshit, your ability to see through lies. This feels like a leveling up of your abilities and your energy, your abilities, and your perception of life. That's nice, though. I mean, that's really nice. I like that. All right, let's go ahead and pull a final card for pile 2. This is Guides of the Hidden Realms Oracle by Colette Baron-Reid. I was telling pile 1, I think it's a creepy deck, but it was really calling to me. So let's see What message is coming out of this deck for pile 2? And thanks so much for being here, you guys. I really do appreciate your support, and I appreciate you watching this video. All right, final message for pile 2. What do we have? Ooh, I do like the colors on this. It says listening to the ancestors. Inherited patterns, traditions, integrated wisdom versus knowledge. The integrated wisdom versus knowledge, I really feel that with this King of Cups. I think that's a good way to describe the energy that you guys are stepping into. It's integrated wisdom. It isn't just knowing things, it is living your life from that point. You know, it's embodied wisdom. Really nice. I love this this green and red combination here, being very grounded, understanding your roots, your ancestry, your heritage, where you came from. Mixed in with this green, there's a really nice heart-centeredness here. It's a new appreciation for who you are, where you came from. It's a really nice energy, you guys. I really, really like this. Lots of transformation and change coming in. Really, really nice. If you hear my stomach growling, I'm sorry. I'm hungry. I just want to see if there's anything else that I want to say about this. 7, 8, yeah. I think that is it, you guys. I'm wishing you a fantastic week. Take great care. If you'd like to book a one-on-one, my info is below, and take great care. I'll talk to you guys soon.